Well, I got this all together. The battery's hooked up. All I'm missing is those longer bolts to having this done. But it never dawned on me. This crane had been sitting for quite a while, and it never dawned on me that it may not work. Anyway, I'm having some trouble with it. I'm going to have to just do some diagnosis, and I'll come back and show you what I figure out on it. But on the winch up and down, I'm just hearing nothing but the solenoid clicking both ways. And then on the boom up and down, the solenoid clicks on the down side, but it doesn't click on the upside. So I'm going to have to do a little bit of diagnostic work here and see if I can figure out what's going on with it. Hopefully I'll be able to get it going. So on this hydraulic boom up and down, I figured out a little bit here. Right there is the solenoid that lets it off on the down button, and that's working correctly. And it's the up one that doesn't work. So if I take and jump power to that solenoid, the boom goes up. So that tells me there's a problem in here in this switch or the wiring somewhere between here or there, because of the fact that the solenoid and everything's working as long as you power it. So somewhere in here I've got to figure that out. As far as the winch motor, I'm afraid I might have a bad motor. See if I can hold this camera and show you. I need another hand here. Anyway, on this winch motor, I've got power going through the solenoid and into the motor. So everything is fine on this side of it. It appears to be the motor that's not working. So I've got these wires off on that winch motor, and with the wires on it, the light that's coming up there is very dim. So I'm taking that as there's something inside that motor that's grounding out and not working quite correctly. I'm going to take a jumper cable and just jump some straight power to that and see if it turns that motor. So you can see here that there's definitely just going to a short ground inside that motor. So I'll pull it apart and see if I can find hopefully something that I can fix. If not, I might have to order a new motor. Okay, I got that motor off and it is froze up. I can't turn it at all either way. So I'm gonna tear it apart further and see if I can get it freed up and lubed up and working right. Got it broke loose. It was just froze up solid. So I'm still going to pull it apart a little bit more and clean it up, and I'm thinking it might just take off and start working. So this has had some moisture in it. Looks like a little bit more there. That's cleaning it up real nice. I'll do a little bit more. Look at that nastiness in there. The good news is I think cleaning it up and lubing it, I think it's going to work. So that cap is nasty, and also these brushes in here are all rusted in. So I'll have to get them all broke loose, get everything cleaned up. What I'll have to do is just put some good silicone in there so that there's no way for water to get back in it. Okay, these brushes, they were froze up all together, but you can see how they're going in and out real easily now. And then also I got the surfaces cleaned up on it. Okay, back together with this thing. I am all cleaned up, and I'm very optimistic that this thing's going to actually work. If I can get these brushes all back into place. Seems like that's always a pain in the butt. At least you can get to them. A lot of times you can't get to these brushes. There we go. Now, shot of grease on this bearing on the end. Got this cap all cleaned up. Little grease in there. You can see on this cap has been broke off right there. So that's likely where the water got into it. So we'll try to fix that this go around. Okay, got it all together. You can see that I've got it sealed with silicone up there so it won't run into the same problem again and get moisture in there. But this is the reason I like the old economy of things that you can fix instead of the new economy of throwaway stuff. This older stuff, you can usually tear them apart and accomplish a lot with them, rather than just throwing them away like they want you to in today's world. But everything here you can see So that's working. The down switch is working on that ram, but the up switch isn't working. You can see in there with that solenoid, I can jump that solenoid and make it work. So you can see that makes it go up and down. I pulled this switch apart, that toggle switch, and the toggle switch is working. So I've got a wiring problem somewhere between this and that solenoid. There's a wiring problem. So anyway, the way it is right now, I can work this thing the way it is now. I'm going to have to chase down that wiring problem. I'm thinking that it's probably in this switch here as the most likely place for that to be the problem. But nice to get everything done. The next step here is to get my bolts in it down there on the side and to try it, picking up a log. That'll be my next step. Okay, I'm going to be taking that crane for a test run here, see how well it works. Man, what a back saver that's going to be. And it'll swing all around to put logs on the front half of the trailer or the back half of the trailer. That's really going to be nice. Seems to be working just perfect. Thanks for watching.